In this video, we are going to show you the perfect and complete itinerary for the Bahamas. One of the questions we get the most is how to avoid the tourist trap of just staying at the Nassau cruise port and getting to know the truly paradisiacal islands that appear on Instagram. The Bahamas is an archipelago of 700 islands, but the real magic happens when you leave the capital. To see the basics of resorts and shopping, 3 days in Nassau are enough. But to swim with the famous pigs, see the infinite sandbars, and interact with docile nurse sharks, you need to go to the Exumas. That is why we prepared a super complete 7-day itinerary, dividing the stay between the excitement of Nassau and the absolute peace of Exuma. So let us get started. What is the best time to visit the Bahamas? The weather is good all year round, but there are nuances. High season runs from December to April, when the weather is dry and less humid, perfect for escaping the northern hemisphere winter. Low season runs from May to November. It is hotter and more humid, and there is a risk of hurricanes between August and October. If you want to save money and find empty beaches, May and November are the golden months. And how many days to stay? To do this double itinerary, capital plus out islands without rushing 7 days is the ideal minimum. Now let us talk about transportation and logistics. The golden tip for this itinerary is the order start with Nassau, where your international flight arrives, and then go to Exuma. To go from Nassau to Exuma Georgetown, forget the public ferries that take 12 hours. The best option is to take a 30 to 40-minute internal flight with Bahamas Air or Western Air. It is fast, and the view from up there is surreal. In Nassau, there is no Uber. Be careful. The Uber that appears in the app is for Nassau, New York. You will use taxis. Agree on the price beforehand, no meters, or jitneys, which are cheap local minibuses costing about $1.50. In Exuma, renting a car is essential to explore the remote beaches. Now let us get to the day by day. Day 1. Arrival and the excitement of Cable Beach. Arrive at Linden Pindling Airport LPIA in Nassau. Go to the hotel. If you want modern luxury and a casino, stay in the Cable Beach region where the Baha Mar complex is located. If you want to save money, stay in downtown Nassau, near the port. Spend the afternoon relaxing at Cable Beach or Junkanoo Beach, more popular and full of music stalls. For dinner, go to Arawak Cay, known worldwide as Fish Fry. It is a colorful village of local restaurants. Try the conch salad raw, conch salad made fresh, and the Sky Juice gin drink with coconut water and condensed milk. Careful, it is strong. The Twin Brothers or Goldie S restaurants are classics there. Day 2. Paradise Island and luxury. Today is the day to explore Paradise Island. You can go by taxi or take a water taxi from the Nassau port. Visit the Atlantis complex. It is one of the most famous resorts in the world. You can buy a day pass to use the Aquaventure water park, which has a water slide that goes through a tank of real sharks. If you do not want to pay for the park, visit Marina Village, free, full of millionaire yacht shops and restaurants. Walk to Cabbage Beach, a public beach next to Atlantis, with neon blue sea. But be careful as the waves can be strong. At night, try your luck at the Atlantis Casino, or dine at Nobu if you want something fancy. Day 3. History and shopping. Dedicate the morning to the historic center of Nassau. Visit the Queen staircase carved by hand from solid limestone by slaves in the 18th century. It is a cool and impressive place. Climb Fort Finn Castle right next door to see the view. Go down to Bay Street for shopping. The Bahamas is duty-free. Jewelry, watches, and perfumes have great prices. Visit the straw market to buy straw crafts and souvenirs, negotiate the price. Have lunch at Bahamian Cookin' Restaurant and Bar downtown to taste real food like steamed fish with peas and rice. Staying in a good region will make your trip much easier. The strategy is to divide the stay. In Nassau, if the budget allows, Baha Mar on Cable Beach is unbeatable in structure. For value for money, hotels in downtown near the port allow you to do a lot on foot. In Exuma, the best base is near Georgetown. The Hideaways at Palm Bay Hotel is a great mid-range option with a beach. If you want luxury, the Grand Isle Resort in Emerald Bay is the top. We created this personalized map that explains exactly which is the best region on each island. Staying in this marked area, you cannot go wrong. We will leave here on the screen QR code and in the video description the link to this map. We created them on the hotel site we always use, as it always has the best prices and free cancellation. And remembering that in this link below, we always organize everything you need to set up your entire trip for the lowest price on a single page. The sites we use to build our trips and that have everything much cheaper, such as international eSIM, cell phone chip to have internet on remote islands, travel insurance with discount essential healthcare. There is very expensive tickets for water parks, good and cheap hotels we have already stayed at, and the global account to carry dollars. Save this page in your favorites. Day 4. Heading to real paradise. Exuma. Take the early flight from Nassau to Georgetown GGT in Exuma. Rent a car at the airport, book ahead. Remember, driving is on the left-hand side. British style, but traffic in Exuma is almost zero. It is super quiet. Check in and go straight to Jolly Hall Beach. It is a calm, crescent-shaped beach with transparent water and almost always empty. Have dinner at Shirley S. at the Fish Fry. It is a simple stall but with the best lobster and grouper on the island. Day 5. Pigs, sharks, and iguanas. Today is the day of the most famous tour in the Bahamas. You need to hire a full-day boat tour that runs through the Kai's Islets. The classic itinerary includes Big Major K Pig Beach, where you swim with the swimming pigs. They come to the boat asking for food, Compass K, where you swim in the middle of dozens of nurse sharks. They are docile, and their skin feels like sandpaper. It is safe and yields the best photos of the trip. Thunderball Grotto, a cave where 07 movies were filmed. You dive under the rock and enter a natural aquarium. Iguana Island, an island full of iguanas that look like dinosaurs. This tour is expensive, about $250 or more, but it is mandatory. Book weeks in advance. Day 6. Stingrays and Party. Sunday. Take a water taxi at the Georgetown port and go to Stocking Island, takes 5 minutes. Spend the day at Chat and Chill. It is a legendary beach bar. On Sundays, they do a famous pig roast. The best thing here is that on the beach, in the shallow water, wild stingrays always appear coming to eat conch scraps that tourists give them. You interact with them for free. Relax in the hammocks and on the white sand. Day 7. The Tropic of Cancer Beach. On your last day, take the car and drive to the south of the island to Little Exuma, connected by a small bridge. Go to Tropic of Cancer Beach. It is the most beautiful beach in Exuma, and perhaps the Bahamas. It is a long strip of white sand and unbelievable turquoise water. Bring snacks and drinks as there are no facilities. On the way back, stop at Santana S Bar and Grill. It is Johnny Depp's favorite restaurant when he filmed Pirates of the Caribbean there. Eat fried lobster watching the sea. Stop by Mom S Bakery right next door to buy the famous rum cake for dessert. Go to the airport and fly back to Nassau for your international connection. An important tip is about money. The currency is the Bahamian dollar, which is worth the same as the US dollar 1-to-1. You can use US dollars everywhere, but change may come in local currency. Carry cash for smaller islands. Exuma, as not everywhere accepts cards. Mandatory documentation for international tourists and costs. To enter the Bahamas, a valid passport is required. US citizens do not need a visa for tourism. Yellow fever check if your country requires the certificate. For Brazilians and many South Americans, it is mandatory. And how much does it cost to eat? Bahamas is expensive. A dish at the Fish Fry costs between $20 and $30. In resort restaurants, it easily exceeds $50. 15% tip is standard and often comes included in the bill. If you liked this detailed itinerary, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much and safe travels.